We will start with communities of practice, which is a phrase coined by Laban Wenger. Here is a visual representation of communities of practice. As you can see, it's showing the interconnectedness between old-timers and newcomers, and how they flow through communities of practice. We will be discussing pros and cons, and let's begin.
Shailene, what do you think about communities of practice?
Well, communities of practice first is a group of people with a shared interest who interact regularly. But the thing I think about community as a practice, which is the most influential, is the cycle of old-timers and newcomers. I think old-timers really help the newcomers really grasp the community and give access to new knowledge, and just the shared interest in the community I think is really cool and interesting. Like in AA, that unique community has mentors and learners with shared interests that give identities through belonging to a group and having group norms. What do you think?
Yeah, I think that all makes sense. I just have some questions regarding this topic from Laban Wenger. Like, I feel like some communities of practice might be hard to just jump into. Like, different cultures have different norms and stuff, and those might just be, like, hard to pick up on. So, like, for example, I was at a cafe in the Burke Museum in the U District, if you've been there, and I just thought about what it would be like if someone who didn't know how to order coffee, like here in America when there's like all these different flavors and stuff, what it would be like for them to go up to the register and like not have that vocabulary. It might be embarrassing for them or just hard to pick up on. And also when I was at Chipotle this one time with my friend, and it was during a lunch rush, and all of these people were coming in. If you were new and a new employee and having to just jump into the swing of things, and like it might be hard. Like if you mess up, would you have a smooth transition in becoming an old timer? I just don't know if it'd always be a smooth transition, you know?
Yeah, that's an excellent point. I guess when I went to a tennis club meeting, I thought the cycle of the old-timers and newcomers was really cool to see through undergraduate UW students, and seeing how the underclassmen were new to the club and they would watch for the upperclassmen of how the cycle would go of who would go to which court and how long they would play and how they'd move around, and maybe if they'd be helping out other people. And so I think if without that community of practice and with the old-timers, I don't know if they'd have the same effect of who would be doing what. Yeah, and same with schools. I think schools really empower students when you get to become an old-timer or a mentor role, and I think those are also influential people in that community.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.